we're here with Pete Angelo today. Pete, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So right off the bat, I look at you and I see tons of tattoos. I see the metal shirt. I love it. I love what we got going on here.
It's all I own. My wardrobe is 90% black metal band t-shirts.
That's amazing. Do you have a lucky metal shirt?
This is one of them.
This is
definitely one of them.
Okay.
There's a few of them. Especially if I have gigs, I'm like, this band didn't work for me one time. I gotta wear the go-tos.
Wait, so do you have like a little bit of like?
There's a little superstition, but I just like
yeah.
I don't know. I like if I have a favorite band, I'm like that's the one I want to represent.
Right. You're like I need people. I mean, same. We're filming this. I'm like, okay, I'm putting on my Iron Maiden t-shirt. Yeah, absolutely.
I want people to know what I'm about.
Yeah, they look and they know just by looking at you. But at the same time, I feel like you might surprise some people.
I do. Like my entire life is one walking contradiction to everyone who ever meets me.
So what are some of the things that people are surprised to find out about you?
Well, obviously when people look at me, they're like, okay, this guy looks kind of like a redneck. He's a metalhead.
Right.
And then when people find out I'm gay, they're real shocked.
So, I mean, right, because you're not stereotypically...
Yeah, I don't fall into like stereotypical. And I always try to make it a point that like I don't, it's not me trying. I'm not acting like this because I'm afraid of being seen as gay and all that stuff. I've dealt with that issue, but like I'm very supportive of, hey, if people want to be more, feminine, flamboyant, that stuff, I'm so for it. This is just who I am. I just like being me. It's like, date guys, I like metal, I drive trucks.
That's amazing. How has that worked into your stand-up routine? The sort of the music that you like, and I mean, obviously you wear the shirts, but has it made its way into your actual material?
I mean, somewhat,
lifting?
lifting totally, I've mentioned it, it has like a mention here and there.
Right.
Big part of my act is like my day-to-day working as a truck driver, construction, the thing I deal with there, as well as a lot of the perceptions people have me that have come across the years.
Right. Which has to be, I mean, are people open about the perceptions that they have of you? Do they take one look at you and they're like, oh, you must own a lot of guns? Or whatever it is, they just outright tell you.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Like, well, people do that, but then people have also been very accepting for the most part about like telling people about my sexuality and all that stuff. I don't know how much is them accepting and how much is them being afraid of me. Whatever works.
You're like, as long as you're not a jerk to my face, I guess 100%.
We're fine. People are very rarely a jerk to my face.
So besides being a fan of metal, are you a fan of any TV shows, any movies? And if so, is there a fictional character that you identify the most with?
I actually do have one. I just thought of, I don't know if you ever heard of the movie Goon?
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
So it's technically a hockey movie, and it follows this character played by Sean William Scott, who is like a local bouncer. And he's like this really nice, sweet, fun-loving guy, but he's kind of dumb, but just really well-meaning. And he's this bouncer, and they see him beat up a hockey player at a game, and they make him an enforcer for their hockey team. He's going to be the last enforcer. He's a goon. And like there's this scene where a hockey player comes over the top railing to yell at his friend, and it starts yelling all this gay slurs, and Sean William Scott's character grabs him and goes, "Hey, my brother's gay," and then just beats the guy up. And I was like, wow, I've never identified more with a character than this guy. Whether he's gay or not, but I get that to want to be like the protector of people and like, not want to hear that thing and like take that on. So that character in Goon is probably one that I identify a lot with, just being a big, lovable, scary guy who can punch people if he needs to.
That's so sweet. I love that so much. That's the kind of person that you want to be friends with.
Yeah. My friends love having me at concerts for that exact reason.
I bet. Oh my God, you could body some people out of the way big time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
This was such a fun conversation.
I had a blast.
Now for everybody, you're up.
Please welcome to the stage, Pete Angelo!
Yeah, I know. I look like if hate speech was a person. Well, a little about me is for the last 10 years I've been working as a truck driver in the construction industry because, I don't know, did you look at me? I didn't apply, I was walking by. And people always ask me, what's it like working in construction, like what kind of people they are, like, not nice. Like if you don't know, like I realized how mean some of my coworkers were when on my first week at a job site, a coworker looked at me and he goes, "Hey, you look like a libtard. And if you want, I'm gonna get my gun and shoot you in the face." Yeah, that's what you call a hostile work environment. But like that stopped me in my tracks. Like not because he threatened to shoot me in my face. I've been to my family reunions. Because he said I look liberal. All right, no matter what my political leanings are, I don't look liberal. I have such a conservative face. I'm like essentially what would happen if you stitched together what was left of the Leonard Skinner plane crash. Too soon? But like that just it stunned me. I couldn't believe it because like really in my day-to-day life, there's only one time that I look even remotely liberal. It's when I'm banging a dude. Got people excited about it. Let's party. I know that's also very surprising for a lot of people because I do know what I look like. I look like I trick gay men to beat them up later. And I always date guys way smaller than me, so my dates look like a hate crime hostage situation. Someone told me I must have stormed the Capitol, but to redecorate. Like, it's people that don't believe me. It's more believable that people think I was at the riots and I just ratted everyone out and now I'm in witness protection agency. The FBI was like, here's your new identity, you're moving to Queens, and you're gay now. No, I'll buy it, it's fine. But really, people do not believe me. I did a show one time and this lady, she's shaking her head no. This woman came up to me after the show and got in my face. And she was like, there's no way you're gay. Absolutely not. Not possible. Prove it. Great. I gotta show my vaccine card and Grindr profile. But like she wouldn't let it go for about 10 minutes. She was following on the bar, just like, prove it, prove it, prove it. I was like, fine. Where's your husband? He was in the back of the room. I believe you! That's how you make an ally. It's wild the things that people will say to me. It's like crazy. Like, you know, even just I'm in shows, there's a middle-aged guy sitting at the bar. I'm doing my act. He looks around. He goes, oh, better keep our backs against the wall. I was like, ah, sir, that wall is not going to stop me. I'm coming at you like the Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah! It's just it's wild. Like just dealing with all that, like the way people say to me, and like there's so many because I'm always like worried. I always have like this fear, you know, about how people react and things like that. Because to this day, you know, I have family who doesn't believe me because like I'm a redneck. I get it. Like. So I don't know where I fit in. Like at this point, I'm pretty sure I was built in a lab by the gay agenda. Like for the most part, they were making dudes with like host queer eye. I look good in a parade float. Best I can do is drive the float. I'll be like, can I wave? Like, no, tint the windows and duck. So in my mind, there like must have been this one scientist who was always messing up his experiments, and he finally got one right, and he comes running up. He's like, guys, I finally did it. I made a gay who could infiltrate a neo-Nazi rally. Cut to me at a crossbar, and like, guys, white power, but a mouth is a mouth. You know, you always have to answer like stupid questions too. I have friends who, it's like I become the bro whisperer because my friends think like they can just ask me their weird questions. I had a friend who was striking out a lot, like he hadn't gotten laid in a while, and like he came up to me, he's like, hey Pete, you're gay. Do you sleep with me? No. No, it's not just the women, we all think you suck. But like, to me, it was such a weird way for him to put that, like, would I sleep with you? Come on, you're okay for the first time. Don't start with me. Nothing about this says gentle lover. But like, it's just wild to me. Like, so I didn't I didn't talk about my sexuality for a long time. I didn't come out until like, into my late 20s. I didn't talk about it on stage for a while. And there was two reasons. One, I didn't want to make people feel uncomfortable around me. And then I remembered what I looked like. Yeah, people are uncomfortable around me regardless of who I sleep with. And the other reason was that like, I still have friends who've been attacked for being gay. It still happens, even if things are getting better. There's still that fear. So every time I go up on stage, I'm worried that someone might attack me at the show just for being gay. And then I remembered what I look like. And if someone really hates gay people and wants to beat one up, guess what? You're not starting with me. You're gonna find someone much smaller, maybe skipping. Yeah, you work up to me. I'm the final boss. I'm